Hello and welcome to Americans Learn. My name is Lauren and today I am going to be looking at a Blue Jay video. Excuse my voice. I am still kind of sick, trying to get unsick, but I can hear it in my voice. So I apologize in advance for being kind of raspy. But yeah, today I'm doing Blue Jerry. Don't know where Blue Jerry's coming from, bibs. I am doing Blue Jay. This is obscure escapes throughout history in a nutshell. Okay, I don't know what we're escaping from, but I'm ready to go. I'm gonna escape from reality. That is the whole point of today. Let's begin.
If you've ever come across a Canadian Goose or gone to a Percy Jackson premiere, chances are you've had to make an escape at some point in your life. And just like CIA-backed coups, there have been no shortages of escapes throughout history. So today, we're going to cover some of the more captivating freedom flights history has to offer.
The only movie that I ever saw in theaters that I really just didn't want to stay for, because I was so bored, was Transformers 3. Like, oh my God. Nothing happened in that movie. The friends that I was with, one of them fell asleep. And then we're just like, okay. Anyway, I did not like the Percy Jackson movies, though. The first season of the show I enjoyed. Well, I enjoyed what I watched of it. I didn't finish watching it. I'm bad at finishing things. Hopefully that's not what he said.
Julius Caesar is widely known for being a Roman emperor loved by all.
Oh, are we doing like assassination escapes? Or almost dieds? And I guess like maybe they almost died once, but then they got them the next time, maybe? I don't know.
Especially his friends. But what is rarely talked about are his more youthful days. Back in the good old days of the Roman Republic, pirates infested the Mediterranean. The Romans left them alone because, while, yes, the swashbucklers terrorized the high seas, they made up for it with all the good things they did.
Something about ships.
Yes, the swashbucklers terrorized the high
History note, cannons on ships wouldn't be around for another 1,500 years. Okay.
seas. They made up for it with all the good things they did. Like selling people. In 75 BCE, Cilician pirates captured a 25-year-old Julius Caesar. The pirates told him his ransom was 20 talents of silver. Do you know who I am? No, I'm worth 50. Men
yep, give me more.
Ransom, and Caesar settled into his new life of captivity. But just because you're a captive doesn't mean you have to act like one. And Julius Caesar certainly didn't. Caesar treated the pirates like they were his subjects, going as far as demanding their silence when he was trying to sleep. In his 38 days in captivity, he spent most of his time writing and reciting his poetry and speeches to the pirates. He also
his plan was to annoy them into letting him go, huh? I love that.
Took part in their games, and as time went on, the pirates grew to like and respect him. However, Caesar would occasionally threaten to have them crucified once he escaped. Yahtzee. Oh, I'm gonna crucify the fuck out of you. You Romans have the best jokes. Joke? Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm just joking. While the pirates thought he was pulling a funny, Caesar was a man of his word. After his ransom was paid, he raised a naval force despite holding no place in public office and captured the pirates. Before he had them crucified, however, Caesar was overcome with a sense of mercy. So, in a show of leniency, he settled for cutting their throats instead.
How did I guess that? I was like, beheadings? I was not going cutting throats. I was thinking like beheadings, but hey, look at me go. I was right. I'm psychic.
Always the gentleman. In 1265, before Edward I became King of England, he was a prisoner of Simon de Montfort during a civil war. One day, Edward went out riding under the supervision of a company of knights, and asked if he could try out each of the horses in turn. Keep in mind, when a person of royal blood went to prison, that basically just meant living upper middle class. He proceeded to ride them one by one, testing their speed. Fantastic. So, this is the last one then? Yeah.
Oh, that's clever. You tire out all the horses and then you take off. I love it. Very good. But yes, I did kind of know that like when someone was imprisoned, when they were rich like that, then they were just kind of, it's house arrest basically. And they still have servants and they can still wander around. Like it's fine. It's fine for them. There's something I was going to say about an escape. I lost it. I don't know what it was I was going to say. If it comes back to me, because it was relevant.
This is Comet.
I'll say it later.
The fastest stallion we've got. Excellent, excellent.
Bye.
Well, see ya. After mounting the final horse, he bade his captors farewell and rode off. The knights, with their horses too tired to give chase, just sat and watched as their captive and careers disappeared. Out of the 928 prisoners who attempted to escape Auschwitz, only 196 would be successful. In 1942, Kazimierz Piechowski would attempt to become one of those lucky few. Piechowski knew the consequences of attempting to escape were horrendous. For every prisoner that tried, 10 others were to be starved to death. But after he found out that his friend was scheduled to be killed, Piechowski decided to form a plan. He figured that if he can get not one, but an entire 4-person work unit to disappear, then surely only their block supervisor would be held responsible. On a Saturday morning, they snuck through the first camp gate, stole some officer uniforms, and jacked a commandant's car. As they approached the main gate, they are greeted with a Hail Hitler by some officers as they drove past. But as they approached the final barrier, they saw that it remained shut. A few of them started to panic, but Piechowski, seeing as they were dealing with Nazis, did the only thing he could think of: aggressively shout loudly in German.
Nice.
Scheiße. The gate opened and our daring escapees rode to freedom. Luckily, just as Piechowski planned, only his supervisor was punished for the escape. Next.
Oh, wow. Okay. Good for him. Excellent. Let's get the more people escape, the less people get in trouble. Oh my God. I did not anticipate that. I really thought that they might have just, like, considering who and what and where, I definitely thought it was going to be so much worse than that. Good job for Piechowski.
We have the story of Tsutomu Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi was on a business trip to Hiroshima in 1945 when the Americans decided to try out their newest toy. He was only 3 kilometers away when there was a great flash in the sky and he was blown over, temporarily blinded. Despite serious radiation burns and being heavily
Why'd they make him
bandaged,
Zuko?
Yamaguchi made his way home and reported to work only 3 days later.
Yep, that sounds about right for now also. It's like, what do you mean you've got mono? Just put on a mask and come to work. Or don't put on a mask, you pansy. It's like, I know I've definitely, just like, I've heard so many horror stories of it's like someone's got like they've broken bones and they're still expected to come in. It's like, excuse you? It's like, I'm in the hospital with my appendix out. You want me to come in tomorrow? What are you talking about? Anyway.
In Nagasaki, his supervisor was calling him mad at his description of the atomic bomb, just as the Americans erased another city from existence.
Oh my God.
It takes more than the force of 35,000 tons of TNT to do Yamaguchi in, because he survived that one too. To put that into perspective, that's about as much power as it takes to sit through an entire Percy Jackson movie without pouring bleach in your eyes.
Yes, I'm here for I am here for the Percy Jackson hate. I'm here for it. Because those movies really did those books dirty. Again, I did enjoy the TV show for the most part until I stopped watching it because I finished whatever project it was I was working on when I was watching it the first time. I have very limited attention span.
I don't know if I've made it clear how much I hate those. Just like how Shawshank Redemption had the character Red, a video on escapes isn't complete without an Irishman. So, finally, we have the story of future Irish President Eamon de Valera. In 1919, de Valera was being held in British-controlled Lincoln Prison, where he noticed a door leading to freedom in the exercise yard. He managed to get a wax impression on a candle of the key to the door, but the guards at Lincoln were thorough, so he needed to find a creative way to get the mold to his contacts. De Valera turned to a fellow prisoner who happened to be a cartoonist, and had him draw an exact replica of the key in a cartoon. The rebels outside made a key following the cartoon's diagram, which was then sent to de Valera baked inside of a cake. A strategy any avid Looney Tunes viewer would immediately see through.
Right?
But seeing as the cartoon wouldn't make its
this is where it got started? Is this why that's a trope?
Debut until a decade later, they were in the clear. Hey, I was hoping you could get this cake to my friend Eamon. You see, it's his birthday, and I just wanted to do something nice for him. It's just a vanilla cake filled with vanilla. Nothing else inside at all. Just vanilla.
Just vanilla.
Okie dokie, I'll get this right to him then. But the key was too small, so they sent a second cartoon a few days later. Hey, so today's Eamon's birthday, and I was just hoping you could send this chocolate-filled cake to him. It's filled with just chocolate, by the way. Of course, you know.
Still his birthday.
Get this to him, please. Wait, weren't you just here a few days ago for his birthday? Oh no, you must be mistaken. That was a year ago when I gave him that vanilla-only cake filled with not but vanilla. Oh, well, time flies when you're having fun in prison. I'll deliver this for you. That key didn't work either. So instead of making a third, the rebels just decided to give him the tools to make the key himself. So, today's my friend Demon's birthday, and I've got this fruit cake for him. Hold up. Now, I'm pretty certain you were just here for his birthday. Huh? Oh, did I say today's Eamon's birthday? No. I meant to say that today's Eamon's dog's birthday. Yep, yeah, I'm giving him a cake to celebrate his dog's birthday.
I mean, they were much more trusting back then, huh? So much more, like, how many cakes does one man deserve, huh? I mean, all of them, probably, but it's fine.
Hey. Blimey, that's gotta be the sweetest thing I've ever... Say, what's that noise? Oh, that'll be the fruit. It's a fruitcake, and you know how fruit rattles. Well, I've got to try me some rattling fruit one day. Another prisoner made a master key for the facility, which Dave Valera used to unlock his cell door. Dave Valera, along with the 2 other prisoners, snuck across the yard, unlocked the door, and became the first people to ever escape from Lincoln Prison.
Oh my god, I cannot believe there's just a door to the, like, outside world in the exercise yard. That's...
Detection, Dave Valera dressed himself as a woman and strolled by some guards who were too busy flirting with girls to notice. Hey, good looking. You know I can do a lot more than abuse prisoners.
How did he get the,
oh yeah?
How'd they get the materials for that?
Taxes, fuck. I didn't know I'd get this far. By the time Dave Valera's absence was noted, he was already miles away in Manchester. Probably eating some cake. So, in conclusion,
well, maybe never
history, escapes again. Were filled with cross-dressing, swashbuckling, plutonium-fissioning adventures. Today, mentioning an escape usually refers to those popular escape rooms where teenagers, having finished their 5th rewatch of Sherlock, could approve their massive intellect to minimum wage employees. 9 out of 10 stars.
Ooh, the Sherlock hate, too. I enjoyed the first 3 seasons of that show. And then the last one, kind of, I haven't watched any of it again since that last one. I did watch it like 4 or 5 times. I did watch like the first couple seasons a bunch of times. And then the last season of Sherlock happened. And that was many years ago now. And I have not gone back. And people keep threatening a season 5. And I'm like, stop. Please don't. It was so bad. Season 4 was so bad. It was absolutely horrendous. I kept thinking maybe they'd save it, which is why I kept watching. Like, I almost turned it off a bunch of times because I was like, well, they've got to have something up their sleeves. They've planned something, surely. It's not going to be this terrible. Like, there's an explanation, but no. It was just bad. I never remembered what it was that I was trying to think of at the beginning with the horse. It was a horse story. Why can I not recall what I was gonna say? Something about an escape. I don't remember. Anyway, too bad. So sad. I guess I'll never recall. What is your favorite escape story? Is there a good one that Blue Jay missed? Because I would like to know more. I would like to know more. I love things like this. Good job, everybody who escaped. Such fun. Because like this was interesting too, because some of it was like escape from justice, and some of it was like escape from death, and just like wild. You know, I like it. I liked the way that he created this video. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.